¿Y cómo está?
Más o menos.
¿Qué piensas?
Le hace falta sal. Si quieres mejorar tu español, tienes que practicar más. Hola mis queridos munchkins, bienvenidos al video de hoy donde vamos a aprender por qué los mexicanos no utilizamos el verbo necesitar. If you ever had the chance to come to Mexico and have a conversation with some of us, you might have realized that we don't use the verb to need that much. And the question is like, why? Why we don't do it? Well, as you heard in the examples, we have two other verbs that we use way more than necesitar. These two verbs are gonna be hacer falta and tener que. We're gonna start with the easiest one, and that one is tener que. In English, you have the equivalent, have to. It's just you don't use it as much as we do. I'm pretty sure I use this verb like 50 times a day because I tend to use tengo que, tengo que, tengo que. All the time I'm saying tengo que. And this is kind of interesting because in English you will say I need. For example, I need to go to the store. I will say tengo que ir a la tienda. Oh, I don't have milk. Tengo que comprar leche. All the time, tengo que, okay? If you come to Mexico and you say necesito, it's not that people is not gonna understand you. No, we understand. We just know that you're not Mexican. So, if you wanna learn how to speak like an authentic Mexican, this is a good video. Ay, tengo que sacar más. Oh no, ya no hay leche. Tengo que comprar más leche. Bueno, hola bebé, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué pasó? No, amor, no puedo. No, porque tengo que ir al banco en la tarde. Y después tengo que ir a casa de Jimé por unas cosas. Hoy no puedo. Pero si quieres mañana. Alright, vale. Te amo, bye. So let's check our examples. In our first example, it's me waking up. And then just like every single morning, I realize that it's time to take Max out. So instead of saying, oh, I need to take Max out, I say, tengo que sacar a Max, ¿ok? O tengo que llevarlo al parque. Nuestro segundo ejemplo, me quedé sin leche, I ran out of milk. Entonces, ¿qué pasa? Tengo que comprar leche. No necesito comprar leche, tengo que comprar leche. And our third example, my sister called me and then I told her I cannot meet with you like this afternoon because I have to go to my friend's house, okay? Even like in English right now I'm saying like I have to, okay? You might probably say like I need to, but we have to. In Spanish we always have to, okay? Tengo que ir a la casa de Jimmy. So that's tener que. We always have to use tener with the correct conjugation and always que after, all the time. So for example, if I'm talking about me in present, tengo que. If it's you, tienes que. If we talk about the past, in simple past, tuve que. In perfect, tenía que. If you still have problems between simple past and imperfect, I invite you to watch my video about these two types of past. I will leave you the link in the description. If we're talking about future, tendré que. And if we use the future with going to, voy a tener que. Okay, and then how do I do this phrase negative? Well, it's actually really simple. Instead of saying tengo que ir al mercado, no tengo que ir al mercado, okay? Remember that we normally tend to drop the pronoun. So I'm gonna say yo no tengo. That sounds like super weird. It's correct, we just like doesn't say that. If you already have like an intermediate level and you know which conjugation is for each person, I highly recommend you to start like dropping all the pronouns because We never use the pronouns. I always say tengo que. I'm never going to say yo tengo que. That sounds like too much. So, tengo que, no tengo que. And that applies in all the conjugations and for all the people. No tengo que, no tienes que, no tenemos que. This was tener que. And now we're going to go with our second verb this is a little bit more complicated. It's hacerle falta o hacer falta, okay? We're going to start with the first one, hacerle falta. So, hacerle falta is a lack of something, but in Mexico, we use it like to need, okay? So, instead of saying, oh, necesito zapatos, like I need shoes, me hacen falta zapatos. I need shoes. It's exactly the same for us. We are just not using necesitar at all, okay? Necesitar, chum. Ay, mi amor, mi bebé tan precioso. Ay, mi amor, mírate nada más, te hace falta un buen baño. Estás puerquísimo. Te amo, bebé. Oye, hay que hacer brownies, ¿no? Sí, qué rico, me late. ¿Tenemos todo? ¿Qué nos hace falta? Creo que nos hace falta leche. Al rato voy a la tienda. Oh, este mes he trabajado un montón. Me hacen falta unas vacaciones. Let's check our examples. So in the first example, I'm talking about Max, okay? And Max doesn't smell that good. So I'm saying he needs a shower, okay? A Max le hace falta un baño, yeah? I'm not using necesita. No. It's not incorrect. It's correct. But the thing is, like, if you're talking with someone, there is a really big chance that they are not going to use necesitar. They're going to use hacer falta. Okay? Entonces, a Max le hace falta un baño. Second example, we're making brownies. Someone asked me, ¿tenemos todo? Do we have everything? No. Nos hace falta leche. We need milk. Third example, I have worked a lot. Un montón, a lot. I need a vacation. Me hacen falta unas vacaciones. Okay? Again, I don't use necesitar. I use hacer falta. Okay, and how do I do this? Because you say, tengo que, but in here you say, me hace falta. So, how do I conjugate this? Well, hacer falta, we're going to conjugate in a similar way as gustar. So, hacerle falta, it's the infinitive. But when we are going to conjugate it, we need an indirect object pronoun. If you want to have questions about direct and indirect object pronoun, I recommend you to go and watch my video about direct and indirect object pronouns. I'm going to leave the link in the description. So, coming back with the explanation. We have our indirect object pronoun that it can be me, te, le, nos, or les. And then we have to choose between hace and hacen. And then we just write falta. Falta, it's never gonna change, okay? Always falta. So we just have to change the pronoun depending on the person. Then hace or hacen and falta, always the same. And you're gonna ask me, so why? How do I know which one should I use? Take it easy, don't freak out. No entres en pánico, don't freak out, it's super simple. Hace is when it's singular. Check this. This is not about me. Oh, it's just one person, so I'm gonna say hace. No. We focus on what we are talking about, okay? So, for example, if I say, a Max le hace falta un baño, okay? I'm talking about the baño, okay? The shower. So, it's one. So, hace. Pero me hacen falta unas vacaciones, okay? So, vacaciones, it's plural. And that's why I'm saying hacen instead of hace, okay? Me hace falta, me hacen falta. Te hace falta, te hacen falta, okay? We have too much. Okay, and what about if it's negative? Well, if it's negative, it's really simple. We just have to add the no in the beginning of the phrase. No me hace falta, okay? And in this one, there is no way you can say yo no me hace falta. No. Like there, you have to totally forget about yo. Yo, it's not there, okay? That's not correct. No, it's not like in yo tengo. That's correct. It just sounds weird. No, in this case, it's not correct at all, okay? So we have no me hace falta. No te hace falta, okay? And remember, this we also have to conjugate. No me hace falta, no me hizo falta, simple past, no me hacía falta, imperfect, no me hará falta, future, no me va a hacer falta, future with going to. Muy bien. And our last one is going to be hacer falta. So what's the difference with these two? Okay, well, the difference is like, if we just say hacer falta, we are not going to use an indirect object pronoun. We just say hace falta, okay? Hace falta comida. Hacen falta croquetas para Max. It will translate like we need. For example, hace falta comida, we need food. Hacen falta croquetas para Max. So we need dry food for Max, okay? We need water. Nos hace falta agua, or you can just say hace falta agua, okay? Either one, it's correct. You need this, then it's te hace falta. You cannot say hace falta. This person like needs this. You have to use hacerle falta, okay? And the negative way to do it is just the same as before. No hace falta. Okay, for example, ¿qué nos hace falta? O ¿qué hace falta? Like, what is needed? What do we need? Nada. No nos hace falta nada. O no hace falta nada. Okay? Perfecto. Well, now, my question. Do you guys want to win a free class? Yes? Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to tell you what you have to do. This activity that, if I'm not wrong, this is probably activity number 5. Yes, it's number 5. Okay, this is going to be for all those people who love to sing, okay? So this is going to be a karaoke thing, okay? In my website, you have to go look for the activity number 5, and there you're going to find a list of songs. Just choose one, the one that you want, and you have to sing the song as many times as you want. That's the activity. You are just gonna like practice this, and when you feel like you can do it, like, okay, good enough, you can either record your voice or you can film yourself, and then you just have to send a video through my website, okay? And then, voila, you will have your free class. Creo que eso es todo. No hace falta nada. I think that's all. We're not missing anything else. Entonces, remember that you can also book your lessons through my website, and, well, I will see you in my next video. Nos vemos. Bye.